Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XII, here with Morris. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're having a beautiful day. And at the end of the last part, we just visited Fran's hometown, and they weren't too pleased to see her, but that's fine, because we're on our way now. I've also switched out my party just to see how they actually fare up against the enemies in this part of the game. And I want to keep the levels, like I say, as balanced as possible. So we'll see how it goes. It should be fine. But then that's one of the rules of life, is never assume anything. Never assume we're all going to be fine. That's a good start. That's a good start, Ash. So I want to see what the damage output is actually like. Not too bad, I guess. But then without Pinello, our cure ability has gone way down. So we'll probably have to up people's armor at some point. In fact, I can probably take that Gambit off Fran. She's not going to need to cure people at this point. Not with Larsa in the team. Why is she so intent on running that way? God, the aggro range is incredible. This is risky. I never normally fight these things if I can help it. And that is why. Good looking out, Larsa. Wow, there are a lot of enemies around here. These flying things, there's a few different types of them, and they always seem to group up on you. Yeah, we're not doing so much damage here. I'm probably going to have to look out for a few better weapons on the way. I figure from now on that, because the areas get larger and larger, the dungeons get bigger and bigger. And there's a lot of different items, and there's a lot of different areas that aren't accessible immediately as well. So I think what we're going to do is just try and get through as best that we can, and then y'all can let me worry about gathering up the stuff that we might need for the future off camera. So like I say, even if it's just one or two things, it can take a little while to... You're still dealing with percentages, so it's better to just maybe do that off camera. No guarantees, you know. Can I actually set up a spell for Larsa to heal my Petrify? Because that would be great. I cannot. That's a bit annoying, but we'll probably get to the save crystal before we turn to stone. Maybe? Yeah, Ashley's really not doing that much damage at all, is she? I'm gonna need to get a new katana. Which, come on, I don't need much of an excuse to get a new katana. Can I get to the end before I turn to stone? Probably not. I think you have to go through 0, yeah. Oh, God, right at the end. Well, that's fine. Save crystal will bring us back anyway. And there she is. Alrighty. So these guys are now here. Have you a potion on you? My friend is badly wounded. Just one potion. I can do that. I'm in your debt. Thanks to you, my friend's life is saved. We are in your debt, sir, madam. We fled here from the Henne mines. We were attacked, you see. It's all we could do to make it this far. We'll rest here until my friend's wounds have had a chance to heal. If you like, we could lend you the use of a chocobo until then. There's a lot of terrain around here which can't be accessed without a chocobo. You let me know when you need one. So this is what I was talking about in the last episode. Because you need a chocobo to access the Henne mines, the game compensates for maybe the player has no money and no way of getting a chocobo for some reason, even though it's, you know, piss easy to get money in this game. But nonetheless, we can just take a free chocobo. As long as we have to get to the mines, as long as we're at that point in the game, we can just borrow a free one. Which is pretty cool. Stay away from the mines. That's exactly where I'm going. Better not tell him. So yeah, this is actually where we came from. And you can see the footprints he was talking about. That's how you know there's a chocobo-only area. Is via those footprints. There are very few of these areas in the whole game. I think I can think of one other. Possibly two. Anyway, we're there, so we can just get right off. And if for whatever reason you came here and you were like, oh no, I forgot that thing, you can just get on this one. This chocobo seems to have been separated from his friends. It looks lonely. Ride it? So yeah, normally you need some greens to actually do that, but not for that one. They thought of everything. And this looks welcoming.
Researchers from the Draclaw laboratory. What were they doing here?
Research.
Oh, I like these cutscenes. They give me a nice chance to just have a sip of tea. I nearly didn't make one. And then I remembered it's half my act, and I thought I better should. Alright, here we are at the mines. And you may have guessed by that little cutscene that there are bats in here. Many, many bats. Level 22 bats, to be specific. Yeah, well, our damage output is not quite as good as it could be. But we'll probably make it. There are a few enemies in this area which we want to honestly avoid at all costs. Ash is sort of letting the team down a little bit here. I might switch to Vaughn just so he becomes the main target. What is that? Oh yes, there are many, many switches in this area. It's sort of a little puzzle dungeon. Just press the switch at the right time kind of dungeon to open up routes that would otherwise be blocked. And this is one of those dungeons where there's a lot of inaccessible areas when you first come into it. And a lot of juicy loot to be gained from going into those areas later on. So yeah, that's just telling you to press switches to open doors. Modern technology. And the switches look like this. Luckily, they don't require... You can just wander in here and press those. For all their modern tech, they haven't quite mastered keycards. Lucky for us. So yeah, this is one of the few spots in the original where you would... Is it this one or maybe later on? But there's a few areas that look a little bit like this with these four-way gates. They can be used for power leveling, or used to be used for power leveling, not so much anymore. I managed to escape. I don't know how, but I did. You must be careful. The mines, they're not safe. How could we have known this deadly mine with creatures was not safe? How could we have known? Anyway, I don't think we need to press that, do we? Well, let's go this way and see. Can't quite recall off the top of my head where we find the map for this area. Yeah, I need better armor for all of these people. I've been neglecting everybody's armor, I think. How many are there? 5 bats at once. Oh, they hate Larsa. They hate his curing ability. Yeah, I guess the one advantage is you can chain a lot of these guys. Oh, that leech attack is deadly. So yeah, I haven't actually checked the map, so I don't know where all the juicy chests are. That's a weird phrase. I should not say that on camera. I don't know what I was thinking about there. My mind must be on other things. I don't know where the loot is, let's put it that way. There are a few good items in here. But we're making steady progress. God, I love weekends. I love being able to sit and play a game like this at weekends. You know, it's never really mattered what's... There's always something going on in life. You know, there's always something you gotta be thinking about, dealing with, whatever. And sometimes it's worse than others, but I have always self-sacrificed. That's deadly. But I have always found time to play this kind of thing. I'm very fortunate to be able to do that, really. Sometimes it's easy to get trapped in a cycle of thinking about, you know, negative stuff, but when I really think about it, I've always had time to play this stuff, so pretty lucky, really. It's nice that you guys get to watch as well. I hope it's nice. So there are some mimics down here as well, so I don't know which ones are chests and which ones are mimics, but I can guarantee one of these should be an enemy. Oh, what do you know? 2 chests. Well, I'm not complaining about that. So, which way do we go now? Let's hit the dead ends. Actually, let's hit the dead ends. I was going to say there's a few traps down here as well, and there are, but I forgot that Ash has that Libra effect on at the moment. So we should have no problems there. Aha, there's one. And these are pretty deadly at this point as well. And I don't actually want to fight that thing. Because I want to keep my chain. Damn it. So what I want to do is look for chests and then leave. That was a crappy one, unfortunately. And those enemies can teleport, which makes getting away from them a little bit more difficult, but... Alrighty, which way next? I think down there is the actual way out, so let's head down here. And I'm using Flee just to get past those traps because... I don't know if you've noticed, but holding in Flee actually, it doesn't just, you know, stop anyone from doing anything, it actually brings all of the party a little bit closer to you, so you can kind of decide where they're going to be. You can control where they're going to be, where they're going to run a little bit more. So he just brings them a little bit closer. Which helps getting around those traps. We're not actually getting that much that's useful at the moment. Oh, this leads around as well. Okay. In that case, I might not go this way. Ah, fuck it. Let's go. It's the worst thing that could happen. Okay. Well, the worst thing is I could run into more of these. So that's what we're finding out right now. Ah, I don't want to ruin my chain. God dang, oh dang. As long as we focus on the bats, we should be fine. God, it was not worth coming down here. It was not worth it at all. Keep going. Just keep going. Don't think about dying. Oh, you see how I just avoided that? That was skills. And someone else is going to run into it now because I've completely lost... Oh, it's a mimic! Oh no! Let's keep moving. I'm getting attacked by lots of things right now. That's fine. Okay, fuck it. Fuck the chain. Heal up. Kill everything. Oh, what do you know? It ran away. Oh, now you're running. Now you don't want any. Well, hot damn. In that case, let's keep the chain going. Suit of shielded armor, that's so good. Keep moving. Has it given up yet? It's got to give up sometime. A bone crusher. Oh, it's going so well. Okay, let's go through the next area. Briefly tag in Pinello, thank you very much. Wait for that cure spell to finish. Wait patiently, there we go, no problem. It's like it never happened. God, these bloody traps. It's pretty treacherous. You can see how the dungeons really do step up eventually. Once the game starts to open up, it's like, right, we've introduced you to all these things. Now have them all at once. See how that goes. But yeah, you might think it's strange that I'm skipping past a few enemies to keep this chain going, but I think that, you know, XP is kind of limitless, really, in these games. But there aren't that many opportunities to get some of these chains just naturally, and I think just getting those extra items compensates a little bit. But, I mean, it's personal preference, really. Yeah. Don't have to skip out on that many enemies. Alright, so I think we're coming up to an area where we're kind of blocked off a little bit. Oh my goodness me. That will break the chain. That'll break any chain. Tyrannosaurus dinosaur. This could kill me. Oh, nearly. This is not okay. Oh, nice block, Vaughn. Look at that. That and the death. Yeah, just checking that Gambit was still on. Do you think, Larsa? Excellent. Alright, I'm gonna try and kill this, actually. Just because there's another one coming up, and I don't want to skip out on both of them. How are you supposed to block that? I mean, it's very impressive, Vaughn, but seriously. Oh, Larsa has no magic. Oh, no. Well, that's not good. Okay, let's try and draw this out. Oh, nice block again, Vaughn. He's doing well. Oh god, now he's dead. Cheeky sub. Look at that. You didn't even see it happen that quick. Wow, he's gonna die again. Holy shit. I need some magic. Real bad. In fact, everyone's gonna fucking die at this rate. Holy shit. Alright, let's see. Let's bring out the 18. Bring out the 18. Should not be having this trouble with bats. Ah, alright, no problem at all. Told you didn't even see it happen. Everyone's alive and well. Just switch these gambits around. Oh, it's on. It's on anyway, never mind. Take that one off. Sorry, I'm menuing. I'm menuing pretty badly at the moment. Hopefully. And I'm sure that there is, but hopefully there is a save crystal. Rather nearby. And I think these are mimics. Yeah. Well, they're not down as mimics, they're down as thunderbugs. But it's basically the same thing. Also, I'm not even doing any damage to that one. And I think Vaughn is healing it. This is going really well. Why am I not doing any damage? Are my weapons that weak that I can't actually do anything? Well, these Balthiers pitching in. Yeah, I think I'm just that weak. Holy crap. Ah, Balthier's just rocking it at the moment. And Loss is having a kind of a tough time, honestly. God, I guess I just didn't upgrade my weapons when I should have done. Dang, oh dang! Well, we're too deep in now to stop, so... that also sounds a bit filthy. I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me today. Who do we want then? If no one can do damage. Bosh. He at least has more health. How much damage is Bosch doing? 23, 26. Yeah, we should really be in the 30s and 40s now. It's alright, these thunderbugs have nothing on me. Alright, let's stick with this team for a bit. It's all good. It was a little bit panicky there for a second. It's all good now. I'm sure there's dead ends in here somewhere. Precious dead ends where all the best loot is kept. Right, I'm just trying to map the area out in my head. So we can't open that just yet. This game really enjoys its door switches. Pressing a switch to open and close other doors. Which, when you think about it, is not something that would ever happen in real life. Who would install such a system? But then again, there's a lot of stuff here that wouldn't happen in real life. So I guess I forgive it. Actually, we got that shielded armor. Can Bosch use that? Oh, yes, he can. Right, and now we can take off. So the shielded armor has the protect spell just on it. So we can take that off. That should save some magic. And it's got higher defense as well, so that's good. Don't know why I didn't think of that before. I just picked it up. So yeah, this is the old power leveling area. So something's gonna happen when I press this switch. And we're not gonna see too much of it. But a lot of flans are gonna drop, or jellies rather. And we're not gonna fight any of them. But yeah, they spawn, not infinitely, but they spawn for a really, really long time, loads of them. And what you would do is set up everybody to have a firer gambit, because they're weak to fire. And then you would just decimate all of them constantly. You would chain them. You would chain hundreds of them. And level up really easily and really quickly. So yeah, that was a really good spot to power level. And you could power level up to the sort of mid-50s and 60s. And that would see you through to the end of the game. Because I remember the first time I completed this game, I was sort of level 55 average, I think. I mean, that might have changed a little bit now. But certainly back in the day, that was sort of way. If you were at that level, you could breeze through the rest of the game, no problem. Switch these back around. I don't know how anybody gets any work done in these mines. If you can just so easily switch doors around like this. It must be such a hassle to work in this place. Oh, not that way. So there is an item in this game which, when you equip it, everything becomes half. I think it's half the MP to cast spells, and when you get that, I mean that is a game changer. whack that right on Pinello. And she basically never runs out of MP.
Look at the magicite. These mines much resemble the ones at Lusu. Of course, Draclaw must be searching for new sources of ore. Should the resistance forces move, the rich veins of magicite in Bujeba will be forever beyond their grasp.
Is it her? What is this mist? Bien.
The stench of fumes. The stench of power. What's wrong with her?
Stay away! Power-needy Hume!
That shot of her running away always weirded me out. It's like a horror game thing, the way she runs. Anyway, I am going to have to pause it for now, guys, but thank you very much for watching this episode of Final Fantasy XII. I hope you enjoyed it. There is a boss coming up, spoilers, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to get a few items just to kind of clear the place up so we can go in fresh and ready and all good. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you in a bit. See you later.